we are hoping for a dynamic, inspiring, creative, engaged new leader for the conference. We're looking for a conference minister who's ready to engage the conference in a variety of different ways as far as communication, to have face-to-face conversation, to working with technology, to being on television, all the different ways that the conference minister can kind of speak to the people of our Connecticut churches.
The wonderful support and resources that are available to the local parish from the Connecticut Conference.
The Ruth Dudley Resource Center and the Stepping Stones program.
The outdoor ministry of Silver Lake Conference Center.
I am really excited about what the Connecticut Conference is doing and what the local churches are doing in Connecticut in the open and affirming process.
The program's called Crossroads and Threshold.
I am utterly passionate about youth and young adult ministry here in the United Church of Christ. Its version of it here in the Connecticut Conference.
I found the role of the regional ministers to be a wonderful link and public face for the conference, with both congregations and individual committees and groups doing the work of the church in Connecticut.
The Give Squared program is, in essence, a group of young people getting together with other groups of younger people in other congregations that then they turn their attention to doing some justice work or doing some volunteer work, some work together that they find meaningful.
We want everybody to be able to get this message. So we'll say it in another language, we'll translate it if we have to, we'll ensure that the events we have are affordable for all people, and we'll ensure that when you show up, if you've shown up on 2 legs or 4 legs or some fabulous wheels, like there's a place for you here, right? There's a place for you. So all of the particular programs that fall under that, great and fabulous and wonderful, and I could go on and on about them, but what I'm most passionate about is that we've adopted that as our mission. That's what we're supposed to be doing 24/7, 365, in every single location where there are people. We are growing a faith-forming, multiracial, multicultural, open and affirming, accessible to all, just peace, globally minded movement of youth and young adults. And I'm just, see you talking about it. I got little chills right now, I'm fired up.
And Silver Lake is absolutely the jewel of the Connecticut Conference, and absolutely is God's backyard. There have been life-changing experiences there for people and lifelong friendships that are made.
Crossroads is the program for churches that may have been experiencing long-term decline across multiple dimensions: a budget, staffing, attendance, participation. And it's a program that's designed to help congregations to do some self-assessment and then to make some decisions about their future.
I think the interesting thing about Stepping Stones is it's really apparent that they look for people who are doing really wonderful work and wonderful ministry and wonderful programs in their churches and draw those people out in order to be able to share.
As a pastor of a church that's way down in the corner of Connecticut, I'm just really grateful every day when something comes up around stewardship or technology or social media. We did a long process with the Associate Minister for Youth and Young Adult Ministries here when we revitalized our whole youth program.
It's been a wonderful experience to see how welcoming the congregation has become already, and we haven't even taken an O&A vote. It's also caused the congregation to start to think about some hard issues and issues that we haven't addressed before, and embrace them and discuss them, and that alone has been a way of opening up people within the congregation to one another and to some ideas that frankly they weren't always comfortable with to begin with, but they're beginning to embrace.
In a conference that has 240 some odd congregations, to note that there are only 6 African American congregations in at least 2-3 cities that have significant numbers of African Americans speaks to the work that still needs to be done.
2 Sundays ago, our regional minister attended church with us because it was going to be our dedication of our new Garden of Remembrance. It's a gift that I think is probably immeasurable.
probably the first quality that I would say a new conference minister needs is ability and willingness to relate to local congregations. Our congregations want to feel supported and resourced, but also affirmed and appreciated. This is both a challenging time, but also an exciting time, because it's a time that we need to be more attentive to listening to who God wants us to be and more responsive to that.
I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's get started. What's next?